Hello and welcome to our reading for the weekend. So Saturday, October 29th and Sunday, October 30th, 2016. Remember, it's a general reading, so see what feels right for you. See which signs, symbols, bells, whistles, messages, energies resonate for you and bring you clarity to what you're wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, praying about. We're all children of God. We're all psychic. We're not all going through the same thing. So see what feels right for you. It could be one sign and that brings you clarity. It could be the whole reading. It could make sense later. In the end, always use your logic and intuition together to make sound decisions based in love for the highest, greatest good of everyone involved. So we're all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. How you ride these energetic waves that come through here is always up to you. Is it your wave? Is it not your wave? Are you waiting for another wave? Preparing for that wave, crashing into the wave, riding that wave, or ignoring the wave? Also feel free to make this an interactive video with me if you want to pull some cards for yourself, and if you have some time, try to check out the links I provide below. Show your love and support to the artists and musicians and see if there's more signs, more clarity for Saturday and Sunday for you in those links below. I love you guys and I'll see you in a moment. Hi, welcome to our reading for Saturday, October 29th and Sunday, October 30th, 2016. Let's begin with the wisdom of the Oracle cards and see what God's source, Holy Spirit, our higher self, angels and energies of love have for the highest, greatest good of all for Saturday and Sunday, the 29th and the 30th, 2016 of October. Start with one card for focus on the energies of the weekend, how to ride these energies best for all of us. Let's begin with one card. Come to the edge. So that's a 36. That brings us to a 9. It brings us towards completion of something. But we need to step to the edge. You know, it's coming to that point where now you got to do something. You got to make a move. You got to spin things around. You have to dive into what you can't see. Dive into the unknown here. It takes courage, you know, it takes some guts, it takes some oomph, it takes a leap of faith to complete this. It takes, you know, reaching out beyond what you can see, but you can sort of feel. It's a leap of faith that you feel you have to do, or it's just time. It's time. You feel it's time. Something happens that calls out to you that it's time to make that move. It's time to make the call. It's time to overcome your fear with something here. Something you didn't want to face before. And now is the time when you have to face it. So this allows you to move forward. It allows you to see beyond what you couldn't see before, to step into the unknown and see what it's all about. Before, this is something you didn't want to see, something you didn't want to face, something you didn't want to do, and now it's time to make a move. It brings you somewhere better. It brings you more strength. It brings you something solid. It's like that push. It's that push that you need to get you where you need to be this weekend. So it takes a little extra oomph, a little courage, a little, I want to say stamina in something to go beyond what you would before in a certain situation. This could be someone else, you know, coming to the edge and taking a leap of faith with you today. Something that they have to say to you that takes a little courage. They were sort of nervous about, but it's accepting this risk, you know, accepting this challenge. It's like, okay, let's do it. So let's get more clarity on this card for I almost said for Saturday and Sunday. Let's go to the romance. angels. Oracle cards, and get another card for having courage today. 36, taking a leap of faith today. Taking a leap. Having the courage to take a chance on something, see into something, do something, accept something, be something. Unrequited love. So it takes a leap of faith to move away from where you don't feel love, where you don't feel acceptance, where you don't feel heard, where what you want to give is not what you receive. That could be a job, that could be a relationship, that could be, you know, a situation you, where something happened and you never heard. You know, you just don't know. You were ghosted. I think that's a word. Somebody ghosted you, or you ghosted somebody else. You just disappeared. You know, you didn't want to face something. Somebody else didn't want to face something. It's saying there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So what is that for you? What are you just not really attracted to doing anymore? Or who are you just not really having as much fun hanging around with anymore as you used to? This doesn't have to be everybody's relationship there, honey. It could be just, you know, that person that was in your world before that you grew accustomed to. They were at your job. They were a roommate, you know, a friend, something like that, who was always maybe down, you know, always complaining, and now you're not feeling it anymore. You're not feeling that energy, and you just can't take it. You don't want to do it. It's not right for you. It's like an energy vampire just keeps sucking you in, and it's time to move a different direction. It could be that you're just not attracted to somebody else, something you thought you liked, but now you're not into. That could be somebody else towards you. But I feel like if that's the case, there's a reason for it. So, I mean, if you're with somebody that you like and you're kind of attracted to, but they're just not, like, not into, or you're just not grooving, or something's not happening, or it's, you know, you thought it was, but now it's not kind of situation. This is not for everybody. This is for some. You know, maybe it's just time to move on, you know. Realize it's come to that point where you need something more. You know, you deserve something more. You deserve that same kind of energy. You have to give it back. So maybe it's just not the right person. Maybe they're not ready to handle your energy or what you have to offer. Or they need something different, you know. I feel like sometimes... like, no, or what you don't get is God's protection, you know, for you, because there's something better for you. So, unrequited love. So, two different sides to the same story here. Let's get more clarity. I'm going to go to the Whispers of Love Oracle, and let's get more clarity on coming to the edge. I feel like for others, this isn't a relationship, like a significant other kind of relationship. It's a relationship within yourself for most of us. Doing something we do that we don't really enjoy. What is that for you? A job? You know, something you do every day you're not into anymore. It's not doing it for you. You're not feeling like you're growing there anymore. You know, it doesn't bring you that attraction like it used to. Maybe there's a different direction you can head that has more spark, that makes you feel more love in your heart. you know, more interest in that situation, in that job, in that hobby, in that space that you're putting your time. Let's get more clarity. This could be somebody else feeling this way about you too. You moved on, you did your own thing, you just, you know, maybe not necessarily ghosted someone, but grew. Maybe you grew and someone else is hanging on to something and they're just not getting it. Maybe it just takes some love. Maybe somebody needs some, maybe somebody needs completion. Maybe that's not you. Maybe somebody else needs to hear that maybe it's not them, maybe it's you, maybe it's your growth. You could explain how you've grown, what's changed for you, what you need now that wasn't what you needed then. Maybe just express your gratitude for what you had, for what you experienced. To change and to grow doesn't necessarily mean you can't be an adult and speak to somebody that needs that closure. You know, maybe in some cases that person is emotional or you're afraid of how they'll react. And try. I would say try. You know, maybe that person just needs that push so that they can move on, so they can understand what happened. Maybe it wasn't them at all. You know, maybe it was them. Maybe that's something they need to know about. They need to change. That's not good for you. You know, that made it not happen. It didn't work for you because of this. Period. You know, that spark never came back. So have that courage to take that leap of faith to say, you know, something. Don't hold it back if you feel like it can, you can both mend something and you might need time away, you know, but if somebody was important in your life, they can still be there, or perhaps take some space away, and then if it comes back, if that person still, you know, has, I would say, maturity, where they can still be a friend, whatever the situation is, allow them a little growth on their own, and, you know, allow that to come back if it comes back, you know, if it works for everybody. But it takes courage to say what you mean, to say what you feel. And it takes courage when you have somebody in your world for a long time and now you feel different. Whoever that is in the situation about whatever it is. And that card is 23. Take a chance on love. So maybe in the past, you know, somebody didn't return what you gave. You know, and now you've come to that point where maybe that chance is coming around again, to take the chance again, take the chance with somebody else, and now it's going to be different. You have to see it different than it was before. Just because somebody else didn't have that chemistry with you, wasn't in the right space for you, wasn't in the right place to merge with you, or perhaps you were in the right place together for a while and you learned what you needed to learn. Perhaps you learned, they didn't. Perhaps they learned and you didn't. But it's up to you to grow, to change, to adapt, to see what's good for you, what's not good for you, to take that particular relationship, whatever it is, and I want to say be open to expressing it, whatever the truth is in that relationship. Be truthful with somebody, you know? Take a chance on love. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever. When you start to love someone, whether you stay together or you don't, it still changes your world. It creates such a growth. You know, you see a mirror in front of you. Sometimes you live together, sometimes you just date, sometimes you meet for a week and have a week and that's it. Sometimes you have a lifetime together and it's somebody you met in high school. It is different for everybody, you know, especially in a general reading here. But it's taking a chance again, getting up again, taking that leap of faith again, starting it again, doing it different. You know, leaving something behind, heading towards something beautiful, something different. I feel like it's wrapped in experience here. You're heading towards new experiences. So let's get another card. I'm going to move along to the Steampunk Tarot. Let's get a card for Saturday and Sunday. And get more clarity on taking a chance in love. So maybe, you know, this happened in the past. Or somebody else's past. And now they're, you know, worried about taking this chance on love because of it maybe not coming through exactly how they wanted. You know, not ready to take that leap of faith again before. But this is telling you to take that leap of faith. Love, you know, love can hurt a lot, you know, it can hurt a lot. So that is scary. But when it's real love, when it's a beautiful reflection, when you're taking a chance on maybe just loving something you do, maybe changing what you do in your day so you add a little spice of something you like, you know, that paints your way new, paint something new into your world so you start to see things different. So when you're at, like if you're, I just saw a painter, so if you're painting a picture and, you know, maybe you're just starting, you never painted before, you're going to start by, you know, sketching out something that you see that you like. And then you're at the store and you're inspired by something else and you grab some paint or you throw some nail polish in there or you start to just create something new. Every spice brings a little bit more life into your day, into your inspiration, into what you do. So I want to say don't be afraid to add a little spice if, you know, this chance on love comes into your world and it feels a little spicy, a little new, a little different, like a little bit of a risk, you know. Take a chance, take a leap of faith. I'm going to get more clarity on all these cards. Let's get another card for unrequited love, taking a chance on love, having courage this weekend. I hear allowing time to heal, or time will heal all wounds, something like that. Let's get another card. Temperance. So, patience. Patience. Timing. Balance between what's going on around you in your world and what you feel in your inner world. What's going on inside your head, your thoughts, your emotions, everything in balance with what's going on out here. This is having patience in this situation. Taking the temperature. Don't push anything. It's walking through that middle doorway. You know, the warm way. Not too hot, not too cold, not too loud, not too soft. Whatever that is for you, wherever in that spectrum is right for you. It's feeling it out and finding that balance. I feel like also when temperance comes, it's divine timing. It's allowing the flow of time to be, stepping into the emotions and feeling it. You know, feeling grounded at the same time, using your higher self, feeling free, like you can fly in a situation. What is the freest way in this situation? Is this a new person that makes you feel free? That makes you feel different? That makes you feel protected? I feel like there's like, I want to say mechanics. Like, there's something mechanical here working, like seasons, change, astrology, maybe actual time, schedule, something like that. But I feel like you're floating. There's something floating. You're letting something go. You're letting something be. You're allowing like emotions to flow over what is a contraption or mechanical, like water, like a blanket. I feel like this is like a blanket. It's pretty amazing. This card is beautiful. So it's almost like emotions coming from your heart. You know, perfect alignment with yourself from, you know, root to tip. from the sky to the earth and deep into the sea, all together. So this is having patience with something, having patience, you know, with what's going to be, what's going to come about from this situation. Don't get ahead of yourself. Allow conversations to flow gently. Allow, you know, stories to come out naturally. This is having a natural flow with where you're going with something. So I feel like this was unnatural here. There was a push, a pull, you know, a want, a desire, power struggle, pushing, pulling, and there was always like some kind of energy pulling you a different way here, whatever the situation is. And this is just flowing naturally. Everything is in balance here. So let's get another card for the weekend from the Fairy Tarot. Get more clarity on Temperance. Temperance is also number 14. So it brings you to change, and I feel like it's asking you to move with the changes, move with the seasons, move with those feelings that you have. Have patience in this situation. Let's get another card. Ace of Spring. So the Ace of Wands is back today. This is that big start, that big idea, that chance, that drive in your engine, that creating a universe from a spark. You know, starting to do something different. Taking advantage of the situation when you have it. You know, so you can change things around, so you can make it beautiful instead of something scary. It's being, here we go, well, it's a time to take action, be fearless, and happily pursue your most treasured dreams, amazing career opportunities. So maybe it's taking a new job, you know, taking a chance with a class, a seminar, something like that, creating something yourself that you can teach, putting together some videos with something you're good at. I feel like if you just start, you know, do one thing, feel it out, feel this idea out, start with a spark and see where it brings you. See what you learn from that start, that idea, taking that chance. And then see what else you think of afterwards. See what didn't go right with that, you know, start, and then what you can change. You're growing something beautiful. I feel like it's a young energy. It's an ace. So it's a one. It's a beginning. It's hearing the music, hearing the sounds, hearing the signs, and like following the notes, following that song, your song, to help you transform, to help you feel. I see the butterflies here. So I think of emotion, but I think of energy, like sparkling energy, light, frequency, sound, music, vibration. So I feel like you're finding the middle way through here. You're finding the best way to start something, the best way to begin something. Maybe you did it with a bang before, like all at once before, all or nothing before. You feel like if you take that leap of faith, it has to be all or nothing. And it doesn't have to be that. You can choose to do it slow. You can choose to enter into a new relationship, with a job, with a friend, with a new environment, with yourself, with something you want to do, something you want to pursue, another person. different than before. You can do it with patience, with understanding, with clarity, connecting to your higher self, asking, you know, for help, for guidance if you need it. Maybe asking for help from the other person, you know, instead of trying to do it all yourself or thinking you have to. I think this is something brand new. It's either something brand new with somebody that you knew before, that you know now, that you're changing the direction you're both going. You're both going in a different direction together here. So whether you're agreeing on something, it could be going a different direction apart, but you're agreeing together to do that, if that makes sense. But it's a happy direction for both of you. It's a happy start for both of you. If this includes you and someone else, I feel like even if you're leaving a job, I feel like somebody's getting that job that needs it, and there's something better waiting for you. So maybe just move along, kind of thing. Maybe you're holding on to something you think, I think some of you think maybe someone couldn't do as good a job as you, and you've been there so long that, you know, maybe that's, you're like, you know, it's too new to start something else, do something totally different. Maybe it just starts with one conversation, I feel like you're doing something little that makes big, that becomes something big later. Like, not necessarily a whole new job, but maybe doing something different in what you do so you get a new position in where you are, the company you're in. Maybe you have a home business and you're throwing something else in there. Something else you can sell, something else you can demonstrate, something else you're interested in, and you can make that merge, that spark, you know, to bring a little bit of something you love into something you're good at. Maybe you want to stick to what you're good at and what you know, but you can start to change it a little bit. Do it slowly. Bring one thing in that's different and see what happens. You don't have to do it all at once, you know, in every case. If this is a relationship and you're worried about everything you went through in the past, what didn't work, and what, you know, you don't know why it happened, or blah, 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 or you never heard this from that person, perhaps not, you know, let it all out. Just kind of put all that aside and have patience with this new person. Pretend like it's a brand new start. You know, they don't know anything about you, and you don't know anything about them. So just trust your heart. Trust these sparks of light. Feel out every conversation and circumstance as it comes. And have patience with yourself. Have patience with the other person, with the situation. Take a chance on love. See where it takes you. It could bring you somewhere beautiful. You know, somewhere different. Even if it's with somebody you know. Maybe have patience in this situation. Let's get one more card from this deck. The Winged Enchantment Oracle cards. One more card for Saturday, Sunday on Unrequited Love, Ace of Spring. So leaving something that didn't work behind, something that's not working behind, even if it's one thing you do. You know, one thing that you don't feel right about anymore, take care of it. Be an adult about that situation. Be responsible about it and move along. You know, move along here. Take a chance slowly. Maybe this is an actual offer, you know, a new job, and you can pick up a shift or something like that, or an article, something like that. One video, one assignment, something like that to start and see if you like it. Test it out a little bit. Don't leave where you're at yet, and see how that works. You know, maybe go on one date, see where it goes, see what the person says, see how you feel, and then see. Don't prejudge. You know, just put your foot in the water a little bit. Let's get another card for Saturday and Sunday. $35, the Swan. So this brings us to an 8, infinity. Also, like if you have 35 and 36, here. So let's see, the Swan, a lot of these decks are new, so I'm going to go to the book for this because they have pretty unusual meanings, and this whole Oracle deck is birds. So 35, the Swan, I feel like it's beauty. I feel like it's beauty. It's blossoming, it's flowing, it's becoming, something like that. 35, Swan. I am Swan, the poet and the muse. I am strength in beauty. I am the fortitude of love and the undying inspiration of the soul. I am great symphonies and priceless art. I am the harmony of an expressive way of life. You need to soften the harshness of your world and allow sweeter tides to flow in. I am the ideal of aesthetic accomplishment and will call forth the finest creations from the human soul. This is your time to let the good life unfold. Let the music play. Allow the books to pile up. Savor each brushstroke of your next fantastic whim. I am a peaceful escape when the world piles up on you. I will reflect your inner elegance for you to see. There are dark corners that need light. There is a shadow that needs refinement. There are creative impulses yearning for fruition. You are ordering the chaos. You are heightening the senses. You are unfolding grace. You are a swan. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. It's creating beauty. Creating beauty around you with inspiration, with what you want to do, what you want to get your hands into, you know, what you want to create. Tapping into those inspirations, being the muse for yourself, amusing yourself. I hope this is helpful for you guys. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. I love you, and I'll see you